ready for the spotlight?
WIFO Big Dog Country's Local Musician Spotlight, sponsored by Union Station Brewing Company, El Dorado, England's Collision Center, and American Steel Builders. Tune in every week to hear the best local talent putting all the rest of the test.
Come on and crank it up for this week's star.
Right here on 105.5 WIFO Big Dog Country.
Local Musician Spotlight here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. And we've got a guest in this morning. The spotlight this week on the WIFO Local Musician Spotlight is on Rachel Thompson of St. Simon's. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hope you had a safe, easy trip over from St. Simon's to Jesup this morning.
Oh, yeah, wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Okay. How long have you lived on St. Simon's?
Oh, gosh, my whole life.
Oh, wow.
25 years now, or 27 years now. Gosh, we were talking about that. 27. I'm 27.
You're 27. You sure?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Wish I was 25. That'd be nice. Let's go back in time.
You're too young to wish. You're in your 20s and you're in your prime. Let me tell you. So you grew up on St. Simon's and you are part of the entertainment industry over there, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little about which high school did you go to?
I went to Glen Academy.
You did go to Glen Academy. Most of the students from St. Simon's do go to Glen Academy.
We do.
And so you went that, and did you do anything after? What did you do after you graduated high school?
After I graduated high school, I've always been playing.
So I didn't know if you went to college or you just went right straight to playing, is what I'm saying.
I've been playing since I was 13, actually. So Roy Gentry taught me guitar and when I was 13, and he pulled me up on stage a couple of times for some of his gigs and kind of got the ball rolling for me performing on my own and helped me book some of my first gigs, and I've been playing ever since. So
that's what you do for a living is play.
It's not full time, but it's
not full time.
Every week, just about every weekend.
Okay. So every weekend we can find Rachel Thompson somewhere entertaining. Is that correct?
Somewhere. I'll be at the Hangout next Thursday.
So now, where's the Hangout?
The Hangout is actually new. It's where Moondoggies used to be in Brunswick.
Okay. I don't even know where Moondoggies used to be. Where's that? Is that downtown or?
No, it's not downtown. It's on the other side of Brunswick. It's probably closer to like Fletsey and all that.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Down Alabama there?
Yeah. Yes. I'm horrible with road names and everything. Oh. But I can
you
tell
can find the place. You just can't say how to get there.
Right. I can tell you different places along the way, but that's about it.
or you like a lot of folks I know these days. They have no idea to get anywhere. They just put it in their GPS and let their car take them there.
Oh yes, that's how I got here this morning.
So what is your style of music, Rachel?
I play country blues, a little bit of classic rock. Naturally, being in the South, I was raised on country music, and my dad is in love with the blues, so listen to a lot of blues, bluegrass, country, and Mom loves some classic rock. They both do. So
who doesn't?
Those all kind of influenced my style over the years. Mm-hmm. I probably leaned more into country and pop when I was younger, but I related more to blues as I grew up. Okay. So that's kind of influenced my style.
So your style has changed as you're all the way to that high age of 27 now.
Oh yes, it's definitely evolved. It's definitely evolved. But
do you perform by yourself?
I do right now. I was in a band for a little bit. Roy, who taught me guitar, I was actually in his band here recently, and I decided to kind of step out on to my own and hopefully make a band of my own that's more my style.
So you do want to form a band. So folks out there, if you're talented, just get a hold of Rachel Thompson from St. Simon's, and if you like to play the classic rock and blues and stuff like that, and you play the guitar. So do you need the full band? Do you need the bass, the drums, and
yes, and the lead guitarist too. Maybe
and
keys.
Lead guitar, huh?
Maybe keys, yes.
And keys also. So
maybe even some horns or some brass if you got that.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, for blues, you might want to put some of that brass in there. Yeah. So
make it interesting.
But I'm sure it's hard to find talented people that has the same schedule you do, and then also the same interest in the type of music that you want to play.
Can be difficult, especially like in where I live. There's a lot of bands that are already established, so sometimes you got to find a band to hop in on for a little bit. And
find somebody
maybe
that's
find some
disgruntled in another band. I mean, back in the classic rock days, there was guys jumping from bands to band all the time, as you well know if you're playing their music. They'd play here for a while and they'd play there for a while, and they'd get mad at one of their band members and say, I'm quitting, and go play for another band and stuff like that. And you may have some of the same guys or gals in different bands that had different hits throughout the years in the 60s and 70s, some of that classic rock.
Oh, yes. That's rock and roll for you.
Yep. And so Rachel Thompson is in here on the Local Musician Spotlight, the WIFO Local Musician Spotlight this morning, and talking to her about her music and her career. What do you do for your day job?
Right now, I work at a local pharmacy. It's one where my mom has worked all my life, so they're a big part of the family. Mm-hmm. But I'm hopefully starting a new job here soon, working for a subcontractor through Fletsy, or they do work for Fletsy. So that's part of why I was like, that's near Fletsy.
And so you did that. And where are some of the places that you've played around? Where have you had the gigs?
So I played at Union Station right down here. I played at the Strand Bistro. I played at Hops on Fire, which is in Midway. I play there a lot. I played at Moondoggies when it was Moondoggies, and soon to be the Hangout. And Toucans, Brogan South on St. Simon's. I played at Benny's Red Barn in the Tree Bar a couple of times. Played at Bubba Garcia's, Tipsy McSway's in downtown Brunswick. Hopefully soon I'll be playing at the Study at Reed's Apothecary. They do like a spotlight Thursday night, so hopefully I'll be there soon.
What's the last one you just mentioned? I don't get out much.
The Study.
The Study, what's that? Tell me a little about that place.
Reed's Apothecary, it's been there a few years now. It's in downtown Brunswick. It's a very cool restaurant. It's based off of like an old school pharmacy, and then they've got a speakeasy in the back called The Study, and they have live music there every weekend, and then they do solo acts on Thursdays, or introducing new bands that they want to do for the following years to kind of introduce into their lineup. So hopefully I'll be getting in there soon. Yeah,
well, sounds good. You've got the pedigree to do it, so you should be able to get out there and play with that. We've been doing the WIFO Local Musician Spotlight now for about a year, and we've talked to a lot of great artists, and it's interesting to hear. There's a kind of common theme that's run through most of them. Is they started young, they got very interested in it when they were young. And just moved right into it and started performing. Well, we have one girl that comes on here right now, Chloe, it's a sophomore at Wayne County High School, and she performs a lot around here. And kind of the same situation you were. You picked up the guitar, you started playing, you could sing, and now you're still performing. And do you still get those butterflies when you get ready to go on stage? Do you still, is that feeling that you have when years ago still there?
For sure. It gets a little easier, but especially at new venues that I haven't played before, I get those nervous jitters just as bad. But I think it's healthy to have that. It means you're excited. And you just try and change those nerves into excitement, and you go up there and you kill it.
And that's a good answer, because that's the way it should be. You should, have those little jitters, little butterflies when you get up there, because it makes it. It shouldn't be where I got to go play again.
Right? Yeah. It should be, that takes the fun out of it. If you're kind of just like, all right, well, let's go do this.
And I've heard we've heard a lot of folks on the Local Musician Spotlight over the last year, and ask them, what kind of music you play, how are your sets, and when you're playing. And a lot of them will say it's according to what the crowd is reacting to. Do you kind of feel that? Do you do that?
I do. I've got 3 sets that I kind of play around with, but I've also got a 4th that I'll go to, and I'm like, all right, well, they're kind of leaning in on the country music, so I'll throw a few in here, and or they're really liking the blues, I'll throw some more of that in, or if they're more into the rock, I'll throw some old classic rock songs in. So you do kind of cater to the crowd. You want them to like you,
Mm-hmm. So you do read the crowd.
You do read the crowd, but you still stick to your own style, because that's why they hired you to play there.
That's right. And so what do you do to get gigs? I mean, you've done it now along where most everybody over there in the St. Simons, Brunswick, Southeast Georgia area knows you. I mean, do you go knock on doors? Do you send an email to them? How do you get new places to perform?
At first, it was definitely knocking on doors when I was first getting started, but now it's more of picking up the phone and calling, sending videos of at other venues that I've played to show what I've got, so that I'm actually at least decent or pretty good, I'd like to think. It's just a lot of cold calls, or if somebody puts in a good word, hey, I heard you over here, you sound really good over there. Oh, well, you want to put in a good word for me and give them their phone number? I'll give them a call. So it's...
we've had folks over from, and I don't know what's happened to this, recording this morning. Luckily, they're recording. I've had a lot of problems with my computer this morning. That's one of the things I was just checking there. Let's see if it'll start back. I don't know. But here we go. Back to this. My recording computer this morning has really been acting up. As you can see now, it's going to another track. So I'm going to have to get my IT guy to put the first track in and match it to the second track to put it on our website. And of course, they've got it on social media over there. They're doing the video part of it. But I had a text this morning when I came in from a guy with the 229 area code, which means, the middle, the southwest side of the state. And we've had some folks on Local Musician Spotlight from that area. He's interested in coming on. He sent a text message, is this Big Dog Country? And I text back this morning, yes. And then he texts back, and of course, I've been busy running a board shift this morning, so I hadn't had a chance to get back with him. So, we're looking forward to the day that we have somebody on our Local Musician Spotlight, at least I am, that, everybody that's been on here has been playing for a while, a few years, okay? Right. But I'm looking forward for the day that we have somebody that comes on here on the Local Musician Spotlight, and they're found by somebody somewhere, either by the video or the audio, and they can say somewhere in their career, well, our career really kicked off when I went on WIFO's Local Musician Spotlight, and so heard it or saw it, and now I'm a big star.
Oh, yeah.
But do you write anything?
I do. One of the songs, the song I'll be playing today, I actually wrote a few years ago. I've been working more on my songwriting. I started off when I was young, and of course, you end up hating everything you wrote early on, because you change. As I was saying earlier, you evolved. And so I'm working on writing more of my style and buffing out the kinks on some other songs. So hopefully I'll be playing those out as well shortly. But
okay.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to have you sing in just a moment. You brought your guitar with you. What song are we going to hear? And tell us a little about the history of the song, of what went into it when you wrote it.
So the song I'm going to sing today is called Toxic Ones. I wrote it after, a lot of people write a song after a really hard heartbreak. This one was influenced by quite a few. And I've had a very strong faith ever since I was young, but in writing this song, I really kind of just fell into Jesus' arms and was like, all right, I'm going to try and heal from all this heartbreak of my past, and I'm going to write this song to put it behind me. And you kind of see how it evolves at the end, but it was a good way for me to recognize my pattern and move on from it. And so I hope it's relatable to some people, and yeah.
I'm sure we'll like it. Rachel Thompson of St. Simons here on our WIFO Local Musician Spotlight. We're going to take a break. Listen to our sponsors this morning: England's Collision Center and England's Mobile Glass Service, El Dorados, and American Steel Buildings. We're going to hear from them and let Rachel get her guitar ready, and she'll sing that song in just a few moments.
When it comes to auto body repairs and glass replacements, trust the experts at England's Collision Center and Mobile Glass in Jesup. Whether you've been in a fender bender or need a windshield replacement, England's has the experience and expertise to get your vehicle back on the road in no time. Plus, with their convenient mobile glass service, England's Collision Center can come to you, making the repair process even more convenient and hassle-free. Don't let auto body damage or a cracked windshield slow you down. Visit England's, located at 586 Southwest Broad Street, or give them a call at 912-588-9922. England's Collision Center and Mobile Glass, serving Wayne County for over 25 years. Proud sponsor of the WIFO Local Musician Spotlight.
craving a taste of adventure? El Dorado Mexican and Japanese cuisine is your passport to flavor. From sizzling fajitas to mouth-watering sushi rolls, we've got something to satisfy every craving. And that's not all. We're proud sponsors of the local Musician Spotlight, supporting the vibrant music scene in Jesup. So come on down to El Dorado and experience the perfect blend of delicious food and community spirit. El Dorado Mexican and Japanese cuisine, your local flavor destination. Are you in need of a durable, reliable, and cost-effective building solution? Look no further than American Steel Buildings in Jesup, Georgia. With American Steel Buildings, you can trust that you're getting a high-quality product at a great price. Call Chad Burke at American Steel Buildings in Jesup, Georgia today at 912-294-2011 or visit our website at americansteelbuildingsllc.com.
That's fine. You're fine right there. If you see me do that, then you'll need to move closer. But you're about right here is the best quality when it comes to these mics right here. All right, you're listening to the WIFO Local Musician Spotlight. Rachel Thompson of St. Simon's is with us this morning. We've really enjoyed talking with her, and we look forward to hearing this song that she wrote. Why don't you introduce the song and get started? Okay, Rachel?
All right, so this song is called Toxic Ones. Trying to please somebody. Why can't I just please myself? Knocking cold up in a flame of new shiny thing to get me through the night. I tend to go for the toxic ones, the kind they warn you about. And I've been known to rendezvous with a man who'll fizzle out. I go looking in all the wrong places, never having any luck. I end up with a drunk on some wannabe punk trying to tell me that he's in love. I tend to go for the toxic ones, the kind they warn you about. They lead you on till you're too far gone and you feel like there's no way out. Never has a man swept me off my feet and made me feel like I'm the star. The lies in the games are only to blame for the walls in my cold black heart. And ooh, I wish they knew just how I'm hurting. Sitting here thinking something's wrong with me. But really, I just need to know my worth and move along. There's plenty of fish in that damn sea. No, and I don't need a toxic one, the kind they warn you about. And I don't need to rendezvous with a man who will fizzle out. Please, I miss you, I can't go on, no. Cause I'm already all packed up in my suitcase, I'm moving on. My suitcase, I'm moving on. Suitcase, I'm moving on. My suitcase, I'm moving on now. My suitcase, I'm moving on.
Rachel Thompson what a song.
Thank you.
Folks on the video there on our Facebook page could see your facial expressions. And, I mean, you weren't just singing, you were living that song as you were singing it. You could just see it in your face.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you were feeling it. You were feeling it. Let me tell you were feeling it. I know. I was kind of smiling at the beginning a little bit because I know that Leanne here was also feeling. Probably a lot of women out there who are listening said, I could have written that song, or I feel that song, or whatever the case may be. But that was a really good song.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
When you're doing your classic rock stuff, do you do any Janis Joplin?
So I've been asked to do some Janis Joplin. I have yet to do it, but I haven't done Janis yet. I've done some Bonnie Raitt. Yeah,
Bonnie Raitt would be. I'm just trying to think some of the ladies out there that you would do a good job doing. Bonnie Raitt would be a really good one.
Well,
Anyone else? That you can think of right offhand?
I've done some Heart. Which
is fun. Heart. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and but that was called the Toxic Ones, right?
Toxic Ones, yes,
and,
sir.
Rachel Thompson of St. Simon's. So if folks want to just experience your music on social, how do they do that?
You can add me on Facebook. I'm working on making my own music page, so you can just give me a follow. But if you add me, I will add you right back. I like making new friends. So you can add me on Facebook, and I've also got an Instagram, but it's just look up Rachel Thompson. You should find me.
Okay. And add me and Bobby McGee in your repertoire. Okay?
I'll have to do that. Yes, sir.
Do that.
Will do.
Okay. Rachel, it's been a pleasure having you on. Hopefully we'll have you on again sometime in the future. And good luck with your new gig that you're fixing to do and the other one that you're trying to get set up. And folks, just go to her social so you can see where she's performing here throughout South Georgia.
Well, thank you. And thank you for having me.
All right. Take care. All right. We got a couple of giveaways coming your way soon here on Big Dog Country Radio. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. And the local musician spotlight has been brought to you by England's Collision Center and England's Mobile Glass Service, by El Dorado's, and by American Steel Buildings.